Let me ask you something. I want you to be honest with yourself. You are good at your job, maybe even great at it. Your colleagues come to you when they are stuck. Your boss trusts your judgment. You've been doing this 5 years, 10 years, maybe even longer. You have built something real inside that organization. And yet, when someone asks you, so what do you do outside of work? What do you do outside your job? Do you consult? Do you coach? Do you have anything people can pay you for? You freeze. Not because you don't know anything, but because you don't know what to do with what you know. You have the skill, but you don't have the offer. And here's the thing nobody's telling you. Those are two completely different things. Today in this video, I'm going to show you the exact difference between a skill and a sellable offer. And by the time this video is done, you're going to know exactly what you've been sitting on and exactly how to package it so people can pay you for it. Yes, I'm asking you to stay with me because this one distinction is going to change the way you see your career forever. In 2013, I sat in a business breakfast in Kampala, Uganda. The speaker was Dr. Miles Monroe, one of the most transformational minds of our generation. I was a university student studying statistics, and I remember sitting there thinking, this man isn't just sharing information. He is solving a problem so well, so clearly that people flew from other countries to be in that room. That day, I understood something. I couldn't fully articulate it yet then. That there is a gap between knowing something and packaging it so the world can access it. See, most people live and die with that gap uncrossed. Years later, in my own life, I built a telemedicine company called NetDoc. We scaled across 4 countries. I built a coaching community in personal finance of over 30,000 members. And then I came back to what I believe is my true calling, helping corporate professionals like you across that gap. Because here's what I kept seeing over and over again. Brilliant, accomplished, respected professionals who were broke when it came to monetizing what they knew. Not because they lacked skill, but because they had never built an offer. I want you to think about Tony Stark for a second. In the Iron Man movie, Tony Stark is a genius engineer. There's no disputing that. But what made him Iron Man wasn't the genius. It was the suit. The genius alone without the suit was just a very smart man in a cave. See, your skill is the genius. Your offer is the suit. Without the suit, without the offer, you're just a very capable person that the market cannot access. Think about what I'm saying. Now, here's the trap most corporate professionals fall into. They think the conversation, and usually the conversation goes something like this. I'm good at what I do, therefore people should pay for me for it. But the market doesn't work like that. The market doesn't work that way. The market doesn't reward skill. The market rewards solutions. The market rewards clarity. The market rewards positioning. Let me give you an example that will make this hit directly. You can have a world-class chef who knows every culinary technique in the book. But if the chef never opens a restaurant, never creates a menu, never tells anyone what they specialize in, they will eat their meals alone. Meanwhile, a chef who says, I help busy executives eat healthy meals that taste incredible in under 30 minutes, that chef has an offer. That chef can charge a premium. That chef has something the market can buy. You see, same skill, different packaging, completely different income. Now, here's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to break down the 5 specific elements that turn a raw skill into a sellable offer. And then I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like using real people, professionals just like you who have already made this shift. I call this the 2-phase offer builder. And it is the same framework that helped a CPA, a director of finance, create an offer called the Finance Reporting Clarity Insight Program. It helped Catherine Wahome, an insurance executive and co-founder of the Africa Insurance Women Association, launch her Insurance Leadership Accelerator. It has helped so many others stop giving their expertise away for free. But before we get there, I need to make sure you understand one fundamental thing. Because if you miss this one thing, the rest won't matter. The difference between a skill and a sellable offer comes down to 5 things. Write this down if you can. Element 1, a skill describes what you can do. An offer describes what you can solve. If I ask you right now, what do you do? And your answer starts with a job title and a technical function, you have a skill, not an offer. I do risk management. That's a skill. I help banks reduce compliance exposure by 40% without adding headcount. That's an offer. I manage human resources. That's a skill. I help organizations retain top talent in the first 90 days of onboarding. That's an offer. You see the difference? The offer always names the problem it solves. A skill just names what you know how to do. Element number 2, a skill is tied to you. An offer is tied to a result. When you sell a skill, you are essentially selling your time. Your income is kept. You are in the building from 8 to 5. You stop working, the income stops. When you sell an offer, you are selling a result. A result can be packaged. Results can be delivered in a group. Results can be put into a program, a course, a consulting package. Results scale. This is what most corporate professionals have never been taught. Because in your job, you are always rewarded for showing up, not for the outcome you created. Element number 3, a skill has no price tag. An offer has a clear price. Here's one of my favorite illustrations. Go back to the diamond story I usually talk about. In the old West African village, the people wore diamonds around their necks, actual diamonds. But because they didn't know what they had, they gave them away for almost nothing, sometimes just for maybe $100. The missionary who lived in that village was an outsider. He knew the value. He packaged it. He took it to the market. He built a multinational company. You are the villager walking around with diamonds around your neck. Your 18 years of finance experience, that's a diamond. Your decade of HR leadership, that's a diamond. Your deep knowledge of insurance, of technology, of operations, all diamonds. But right now, you are giving it away in conversations, in mentorship sessions, in Zoom calls, in WhatsApp groups for free. And the market is watching you do it, thinking, okay, if she gives this away for free, it can't be worth much. An offer puts a price tag on your diamonds. Element number 4, a skill is general, an offer is specific. This is where most people get paralyzed. They say, Coach, I know so many things. I don't know what to pick. And I always say, do you remember Good Will Hunting, the movie? Will Hunting could do anything. Mathematics, literature, law. He could sit down with any professor and destroy them in their own subject. But that gift, that breath was actually his prison because he couldn't commit to one thing. He stayed in the same neighborhood, cleaning floors, doing nothing with it. So your offer needs to be specific enough that a specific person can see themselves in it and say, that was made for me. Not, I help professionals grow. That's too broad. I help CPAs in the NGO sector create donor-ready financial reports without the monthly panic. That is specific. That's an offer someone will pay for. Element number 5, a skill exists in your head. An offer exists in the market. This is the final and most critical distinction. You can have the most refined skill in the world, and if you never packaged it, position it, and put it in front of people who need it, it dies with you. An offer exists in the market. An offer has a name. An offer has a promise. An offer has a delivery mechanism. An offer can be found, understood, and purchased by someone who has never met you before. This is what the 2-phase offer builder is designed to do. Phase 1, we call it the extraction. You identify the problems you actually solve, not the skills you have, the problems. because your market doesn't care about your skill set. They care about whether you can fix what's broken for them. Phase number 2, packaging. You give that solution a name, a price, a structure, and a promise so that it becomes something a busy professional can pick up and say, yes, I need exactly this. Now, I want to show you what this looks like in the real world. A CPA, 18 years of experience, came into my King's Court Premium Coaching Program. As Director of Finance, 18 years of experience across international NGOs. She knew everything about financial systems, donor reporting, organization sustainability. But when she came to me, she was giving that knowledge away in conversations, in her network, in informal mentorship. So what do we do? What did we do? We went through the extraction phase together. We identified the specific painful problem she kept solving for free. And this is non-profit financial leaders who couldn't produce clean, board-ready, donor-ready reports consistently. That was the real problem. Then we packaged it. The result, the Financial Reporting Clarity Insight Program, a structured offer with a name, a promise, and a price tag. So she didn't have to become someone else. She just had to package what she already knew. Catherine Wahome, co-founder of the African Insurance Women Association, FCII qualified CEO of her own brokerage, came with decades of insurance leadership. She launched the Insurance Leadership Accelerator inside the program, a defined offer, a clear market, a clear price. Ruth Wangui, a CPA and CPHR, HR manager, created a program helping burned out corporate professionals find work that aligns with who they actually are. See, none of these people, together with the hundreds that we work with, none of them invented new skills. They extracted, packaged, and positioned what they already knew. I want to go back to something Miles Monroe said at the breakfast in 2013. He said, the richest place on earth is not the oil fields of the Middle East. It's not the diamond mines of Africa. It's the graveyard, because that's where people buried their unpublished books, their unbuilt businesses, their unpitched ideas. Don't let your offer die with you. You've been showing up to work for years, solving problems that other people are getting paid to solve as consultants, as coaches, as independent advisors. The only difference between you and them is not the skill, it's the offer. So here's where I want to leave you today. You have a skill. That skill, when extracted correctly and packaged with precision, becomes an offer. And that offer becomes income. Without you quitting your job, without you needing a big audience, and without you spending your weekends creating endless content. That is what we do. Now, if you want to really go deeper into this, if you want to actually do this, not just understand it, I want to invite you to my live Tuesday evening workshop. This is where we walk through the full 2 phase of a builder together. You don't do it alone. You do it inside a structured process with my guidance and the community of professionals who are on the exact same journey. The link to book a clarity call is in the description below. Come and let's have a conversation about what your offer could look like. No pressure, just clarity. And if you're not yet ready for that yet, that is fine. Hit the subscribe button so that you get all the value that I dish out daily here. And leave a comment below and tell me, what skill do you have that you've been giving away for free? I read every single one of them and I'll make sure I answer you. I will see you in the next video.